We're at the Huawei Pavilion at Mobile World Congress, and I'm here now with Ashish Pilani, who's Senior Technical Advisor, and we're going to talk a little bit about MBB2020, and we know that operators have developed their own strategies for meeting some of those targets. What's your recommendation globally for how they should be approaching this?
Okay, thank you for having me. I guess I'll start with a little bit of a backdrop here on Philippines. And so Philippines is an archipelago with 7,000 plus islands. And getting the wired connectivity is one of the hardest things, and it's quite complex and quite costly to do that. So one of the things we pride ourselves in with Globe Telecom is we actually launched the first 3G HSPA plus network in the Philippines, providing mobile internet services to the majority of the Philippines population. So as we go towards the journey, we actually look at what's going to be happening in the future, and of which MBB 2020 is a major part of.
Right.
So our view is that MBB 2020 or mobile internet is going to change the way of people's lives. It's going to impact people's life big time. So for emerging markets, connectivity is an important thing, and people's ability to connect these days still now is very limited. And as such, we believe the MBB 2020 vision of ours will promote the economic, social productivity in a big way.
Right. But what about managing the limited spectrum that many network operators have to deal with?
So yeah, that's a very important point, I think. To me, the whole mobile internet or any internet is a capacity management equation at the moment. And the two main things on capacity are spectrum and the density of sites, cell sites. So as we go along this journey, one of the fundamental challenges in Philippines is that there isn't enough spectrum holding allocated to Globe Telecom, and we do not have the high cell density that we aspire for. So we have to fix these two fundamental issues in the country in terms of building more infrastructure of cell sites and working with the regulator on the spectrum allocations.
Right. Can you tell us a little bit more about the sixth sector deployment in the Philippines?
So given that we are spectrum constrained in some way, shape or form, what we decided to do at Globe Telecom is use the state-of-the-art technology together working with Huawei as a partner to develop the sixth sector solution. So we kind of take pride in pioneering in this solution, in this sector, and actually working out a way to squeeze most out of the available assets of spectrum we have. So so that's our kind of in the interim solution, where we are still working aggressively towards building more cell sites. We want to make the maximum use out of our spectrum holding.
Right, and I know a big part of MBB 2020 is also about modernizing the operations. So how do self-optimizing networks need to evolve in order to get to a place where you can efficiently operate in these new conditions?
Yeah, so self-optimizing networks are an important part to the new MBB 2020 vision. And they plays a very integral role in managing not just the network, but also it'll go a long way, in my view, in delivering the customer experience that people have been desiring for. So one of the great things about the self-optimizing network is it actually takes the little bit of the human element out of it, which is where it actually looks at automating most of the functionalities of it. And as a result, it gives a better way of optimizing the network. And as we go along, it'll actually work towards developing a great customer experience that all the people have been desiring for.
Great. Well, thank you for joining us today.
All right, thanks for having us.